Hey, what up? It's your boy Drew, and today let's take a look into Bluetooth Biden. Let's go. All right, I got a comment 2 weeks ago from Michael Parker. He says, Drew, you said this conspiracy is out of control. There is a lot of evidence for Bluetooth control with Biden and more. Who bought you out, man? He goes on to say, the tech we have now is so advanced it would seem like magic. There's something very wrong with Biden. Many do not even know if he is even human. There is no way to explain what is happening in the world right now by normal means. Ergo, we must look at the abnormal. If you think a Manchurian candidate with trigger words, trauma-induced alternate personalities, and even cloning is too far out, then no offense, you are a level 1 truther. Anyway, Drew used to be a level 3. But seems to have devolved to a level 1. Well, let's see if I still got it, guys. Let's see if I'm as woke as somebody from the comments. Let's look into it. Let's go. All right, here's one I won't spend much time on because I don't know where it comes from. But let's take a look at it.
Divided cannot stand. Well, a nation divided cannot stand. I was reminded of that earlier this week. Ladies and
erase. Delete.
Well, since I don't know where this one comes from, I got to assume this is just some homemade thing. But if anybody knows more about this clip in particular right here, leave a comment in the chat. Because without more information, I'm just going to go with probably something made just for 4chan or something just for lols. Until I see more information of where it comes from. Next, now this is the one from the C-SPAN video. This one's super legit. I've showed it before, but let's keep all these clips together in one place. If you want to share this video, I'll leave the link and timestamp for this one in the description below. But this is the one where you see the little snake come out of Biden's sleeve. And this one's legit because it's straight from C-SPAN's website. So watch his sleeve. All right, watch Biden's sleeve. There's that little thing poking out of there. Let's zoom in. Here it is again, man. I don't know what that is. And since that's from C-SPAN, I would give this one some credibility and say, I don't know what it is. Could be anything. So I'm looking for the proofs. This virtual rally in Tampa keeps coming up as a proof for Bluetooth Biden. Let's check it out. Oh, yeah. He's glitching.
Good evening, Tampa. Thanks so much for tuning in. I wish we could have done this
we got him.
and it gone a little more smoothly, but I'm grateful we're able to connect virtually, and thank you for your
See it? That's it. Dead to rights, baby. It's a Bluetooth hologram. No other explanation could suffice.
Anybody want
oh yeah. He keeps glitching. Look at the mouth's not in sync.
We've got promises that America has access to affordable health. We're seeing a man completely overwhelmed by the moment. Or quite frankly, the moral authority to me.
And this is from an official news channel's YouTube. But the only problem is when you skip around anywhere in the video, there's the same compression artifacts no matter who's talking. So this guy's CGI too. Is he Bluetooth? Look at this, he's got the blue beam.
Everyone needs to get involved.
See, it's happening with every presenter
Unbelievable anymore,
throughout the entire broadcast.
People that are not able to get
what the hell is this one? Looks like it's supposed to be like a black lady. And her skin is like ashy white or something. I don't know what that's really supposed to be, but just because Biden's glitching out, if everyone else is glitching out, doesn't mean that Biden is Bluetooth. So let's go to the next one. Here's one called First Hologram President. And again, it does look weird, but this thing's in such low quality. This is as high quality it gets, 1080p it says, but it's so low quality that it's impossible to say really what's going on here. The problem is, even if it is a real CGI thing or something, if it can just easily be explained away as video compression or something like that, the vast majority of people aren't gonna believe it anyway. So it looks a little off, but not enough where you're gonna get them by the balls and get a normie to believe it. All right, but here's a good one. And this was left in my comments here by Amanda Cannon, and this is from pbs.org. She says, you can see where the mask hugs his ears. It looks like they've removed it on most sites. Watch around the 8-minute mark. It seems like his mask was loose on purpose, so we could see his unattached nose. Look at his nose is like sliding off of his face or something. The idea here is that it's somebody in a mask, and you can see this nose kind of breaking off here, where it's like sliding to the side, and the whole mask looks like it's really loose fitting and kind of bunching up on his face. His eyes look deep set, like they would be in a mask.
Hundreds of new vaccinators in the field.
Yo, look at that. When he pulls the mask forward, watch the ears. Watch the ears part. The whole ears part of the mask and everything bunches up right here. Looks exactly like a mask. Watch the ears here. Look at the whole mask. Is like, look at the nose too. It looks so bizarre. Like his whole nose is sliding off of his face almost. His entire face bunches up every time he adjusts the mask. I'll give this video a little bit of clout because I don't know what I'm looking at here. He looks like a Keebler elf or something. But to me, this looks like a mask. Look at that, man. So most of that stuff could be explained away. There was the sleeve snake thing that's pretty weird, and that last one, which seemed more like a mask. So to say it can't be explained right now by normal means, these are what I'm talking about with the truthers, man. They compare everything to a movie. It's no different than porn. They need a bigger and bigger and bigger conspiracy to satiate their conspiracy appetite, like chasing the conspiracy dragon. So Michael Parker compares everything to a movie. The real world isn't fantastic enough to him, so he needs to make up things like magic, ETs, or even clones. So he says, I used to be a level 3, but I've never talked about clones ever. In fact, I've always dismissed the idea of clones. So I don't know why you just jumped to some supernatural explanations, and I definitely believe in some supernatural things, but the conspiracy-minded person that wants to compare everything to a movie wants to immediately jump to supernatural explanation because silicone mask just isn't enough for them. Or technology that we already have, like this face-to-face technology, where just a webcam maps an actor's face and it can output a CGI render of a politician. But this guy said none of that could be explained by any conventional means. And that's what's going on with these conspiracies nowadays. And it's gone so far mainstream that debunking conspiracy is the new conspiracies. Because they'll just call you Snopes. They'll say, nope. No different than like when you told a person you didn't believe in Trump. They'll say, oh, you must be a Hillary supporter. But the reality is not enough for them, so they need a bigger and bigger conspiracy hit. And so they'll bring it into the realm of fantasy or movies, sci-fi type stuff. And I'm more than open to anything like that. I'm more than open to supernatural things or interdimensional entities or something like that. And for this guy to say you could never explain any of this away by conventional means, I believe he's being disingenuous. If you got any videos that might prove like a CGI or whatever, post them in the comments below. I think that's what the whole conspiracy game is for, to get you to go to work and say, hey, did you know Biden is controlled by Bluetooth? And even though you're smart, now your work's gonna not listen to anything you say ever again, or your family or whoever. Because I don't see any proof of that he's a clone or an ET. There's definitely some unanswered questions though, but what do I know? I'm just a level 1 truther. So I'm gonna go study, hit the books. I'll be back soon. I appreciate your time, and peace out.